Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We have a big grab bag unboxing. Shout out to my buddy MC. Shout out to my buddy Justin Sub Ryan. Shout out to a few other people out there in the world that let me know, honestly, about this deal. I didn't know what this was. I thought maybe this was something that I picked up off Macari, and I was like, the hell is this? My daughter got a new pair of softball cleats, so I was like, nah, it's not it, because that box is that box, so what the hell is this? What threw me off for a loop more than anything else is this comes from the shipping department of Magic Monograms in Somerset, Kentucky. Not the address I can think of, but the very bottom of it says, 1 bundle, 20 DVDs. This here is the 20 random TNA Impact DVDs for $20 that they are currently running on ShopImpact. Very obvious that it looks like they're going to be getting out of the DVD game after running something like this. But maybe they're just trying to get rid of that backlog old stuff. They really don't have that very many DVDs on the site. Honestly, what it is. So maybe this is just cleaning up the ones that they don't have listed because they don't have that many. I have every Impact DVD from their 2002 birth till I think I went to Bound for Glory in 2014. And I'm pretty sure that's when AJ left. I don't think I have any of them after the Bound for Glory date. They stopped doing the Black November $5 deal, and I don't know. It wasn't for me, but I have wasted money on stupider things in wrestling. 20 DVDs for $20 has my name written all over it. As long as I get ones after 2014, they'll fit into my collection. So honestly, I can say fast shipping. Hopefully other DVD collectors are picking these bad boys up. I don't remember when I bought this, but it honestly feels like it was pretty recent. First look, I see, that's one of my favorite ones that they ever made. That's a damn good deal to get that thing in here. That doesn't even have anything written on the side. That's weird too. But I see some that I already have. So we'll okay, let's just start from the beginning. We'll just go with what they got. One night only. No name. Just says August 2016 show. Looks like it has to revolve around the X Division. Eddie Edwards, Suicide. We see DJ Z, Crazy Steve. There's that. It's got a special classic moments in X Division history on there, so it doesn't start off well that it doesn't have a name for the show, but it is what it is. Then we'll go to Global Force Wrestling presents One Night Only. This isn't the one that I was actually hoping I would get, where it's like the best of the Global Force. When Jeff Jarrett announced the promotion at WrestleMania 30, they shot a pilot. It never ended up getting picked up, but then at one point, Impact didn't want to be TNA or Impact anymore, so they bought the Global Force company and was using the Global Force name. Then the Jarretts and Impact broke up again, and they just released the show as what it was. So there's that one. Then we'll go to Turning Point, Jeff Hardy versus MVP. I don't know the year on this one, but this is 2015. So this is honestly one that I don't have. It's got Rude versus Storm. It's always a favorite from the past. And then we've got Sonata. It's a name I haven't thought of in a long time. Against Austin Aries. So 3 of them in a row. This one right here, The Best of the Asylum, Volume 2. I can honestly tell you off the top of my head, I don't know if I have this or not. I've looked at this for years. It says it came out in 2016, so I must not have this one. But there's another good one to add. The Best of the Asylum Volume 1 was honestly pretty good. Rivals, 2017. Very good. This is another one night only show. And if you don't know, the one night onlys were like not pay-per-views, but they were just kind of like special episodes of Impact that were only available on pay-per-view. They weren't as much as buying like a Bound for Glory or something like that. It was just sort of like almost an in your house, but without like the fanfare. They didn't really promote this is what you're going to see. It's just if you want to buy an extra episode of Impact, that's what you can buy. We've got Lashley versus Jeff Hardy, Miracle versus Moose, Drew Galloway versus Matt Hardy. So this one's got some names and some matches. And then we'll go to Second to None. This is the best of the tag team division in 2009. Honestly, at this point, I think TNA had a better tag division than anywhere you can find in wrestling. And I think it's a better tag division than you've really been able to find anywhere else out there. It was Team 3D. You've got Cage and Rhino, Steiner and Animal. I don't really... Well, this match was supposed to be big because it was supposed to be the Steiners versus Team 3D. But then Scott ended up getting hurt in Puerto Rico. That was the point when we really didn't think Scott Steiner was going to live. And ended up getting replaced by Animal on the pay-per-view. But then you've got Beer Money, Team 3D. You've got LAX, AJ Styles and Eric Young. Motor City Machine Guns. Let's see. Damn good division right there. Then we'll go to another one night only, November of 2016. This one is Matt Hardy against EC3 in the main event. So we've got Drew Galloway versus James Storm. We've got some names on here, but the matches don't really stand up. I don't know why they stopped naming these at one point. That kind of sucks. Even if they're just using recycled old pay-per-view names that they're not using anymore, it would have been better. Genesis of 2005. So this is the show, honestly, that I already had. So this will be the second one. I think it's only the second one so far that I already got. We'll go to Lockdown 2011. There we've got Mr. Anderson right there on the front. What the heck's the main event here? Lethal Lockdown. Team Immortal versus Team Fortune. Then you've got Sting versus Mr. Anderson versus Rob Van Dam. So 2011, I already got that one. We're going to get into a little bit of a stink right here. We've got Turning Point 2004. I almost said that was Bobby Lashley on the front. But this one's got Macho Man Randy Savage, AJ Styles, and Jeff Hardy against Jeff Jarrett, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall. Weird time in wrestling. 2004. It's sealed. You can see like the cover of them. They're starting to look like they're a little bit like blurry, like a reprint. I wonder if that's just really what it is. I don't think that they would have these DVDs sitting around that long from 2004. But maybe they do. Then we'll go to One Night Only, Extravaganza. This one is from 2013, so I've already got this one as well. Oh, this was like one of the biggest DVDs in the world back in the day. Global Impact Japan. This is when they went over and they ended up running a show with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kurt Angle versus Eugene Nagata. We've got Christian Cage, AJ Styles, and Petey Williams. Finn Balor's on this match. We've got Christopher Daniels, Abyss. We've got Team 3D. The Steiner Brothers versus Tomko and Giant Bernard. I honestly thought Nakamura was on this show. Maybe what I remember more than anything else is just that Prince Devitt was on this show, I guess. And that one. We'll go to September of 2016, One Night Only. We got Eddie Edwards against Lashley. It's a face only a mothers could love. See, a lot of these just have like matches. That's it. It's just like an extra episode of Impact. Is the best way to think of these bad boys. Joker's Wild. This one's got aces and eights on the cover, so I'm pretty sure I got this one. In 2013, looks like they had a match for $100,000 as the main event. Looks like they show you that James Storm wins at the end. Victory Road 2014. See, even this one, the cover looks a little like just blurry. Like they just make a copy and they're just printing them off. This one right here is one of my favorites that they ever made. This is the Jeff Jarrett King of the Mountain. Honestly, in my opinion, for a sealed brand new DVD, this is worth $20 alone. Even though I've already got, I think I have two. I've got a beater one that I've got, and then I ended up bought a new one, and I was gonna get him to sign it, and then I think something fell through. It's when we went to WrestleMania 30, and he wasn't at the WrestleCon session that we went to, even though I think he was advertised to be there. But 4 discs, documentary of the best of Jeff Jarrett. We'll go to Sacrifice 2012. Almost looks like Batista sitting there. We've got Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. We've got RVD versus Bobby Roode in a ladder match for the championship. I think this must be after James Storm got screwed out of the championship at Lockdown, I guess. Then we go to Lockdown 2005. These covers are just getting blurry. I can't be the only one who notices this, but let me know what you guys think of that. Wrestling's first all-steel cage mega event. AJ Styles versus the Monster Abyss. We've got a lethal lockdown match. Christopher Daniels versus Elix Skipper. We had a good run at the very beginning of DVDs I didn't have. This is a 2-pack. We've got a Victory Road 2010 and TNA No Surrender 2010. I can honestly remember watching Victory Road in 2010. Pretty sure I can remember. Victory Road was Rob Van Dam, Abyss, Jeff Hardy, and Mr. Anderson. No Surrender was Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy. Then we'll go to Against All Odds 2005. This is the one that I was saying, like, it doesn't even have anything written on the side. And I don't know why. It's weird. But Against All Odds 2005, what is this? Jeff Jarrett versus Kevin Nash for the NWA Championship. We've got AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. America's Most Wanted versus Kid Cash and Lance Hoyt. Jeff Hardy versus Abyss. Sort of shows you the weird point that they were in wrestling at that point. So, of DVDs that I already had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 DVDs I already had. But one of them, honestly, was the Jeff Jarrett one. I think that's honestly a really good deal. Especially when you're thinking I only paid $20 for all these. The ones that I picked up I didn't have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them ended up being one night only shows, and one of them is the best of the Asylum. So volume 2, I don't know how much I would look if I was looking to pick that up. At least I'd pay $10, I guess, for that one alone, for a double disc of greatest hits. AJ Styles versus Abyss, Sting versus Jeff Jarrett. CM Punk's on the back of this, so where the heck is he? Oh, CM Punk and Julio De Niro versus Raven and Sabu. CM Punk and Julio De Niro versus Terry Funk and the Sandman. These are matches from 2004 before he made the jump over. So right there shows you on the back. So good times. It was fun. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys down the road.